Asmongold TV, the Brave, has come out with a video explaining his anxieties, why he's so anxious. Maybe this is part of why he's not able to stream on his main channel anymore. I mean, I don't know the story behind that. I've just heard that he's too afraid to now.
I guess I can probably just like say I kind of don't want to hide it a whole lot. Is like so I've been having problems recently. Like I remember the day that I ended my stream early. So I went to the emergency room that day, and because I felt like uncomfortable, like a discomfort in my chest, and so they did an EKG on me, and like they did all this stuff, and they said that I was okay, but my blood pressure was very high, and so it was like because I've actually been like I've had very bad stress problems a lot, like the point and like my
I mean, it's the thing pretty much everybody says, but I feel like the most stress you have going on is just the regular sort of being a 34-year-old stress that you have, family things, health things. Maybe you have some out of the world stuff going on, but you also have the fact that you make stupid money doing a pretty cushy job. So, I mean, I really feel like you should not be all that much more stressed than a regular person.
my policy is that what do I do when I'm scared? What do I do when I'm anxious? What do I do when anything I'm upset, I'm sad? It's very simple. I fucking ignore it and I keep going no matter what. But I was worried that it was that it's killing me. And I'm concerned that it might be. And so I've had to dial back all
I mean, there's multiple versions of it, but there's the Bill Burr joke where men die earlier because they all this time suppressing wanting to say that a puppy is cute and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's great, Asmongold, that at I don't know, mid 30s, you've realized that you can't actually do that. That's great, man.
a lot of the stress. And so I've had to deal with this and like my blood pressure was in like the 170s. It was really, really bad because of how stressed out I've been. And so that's why I haven't been streaming as much for like a number of days. 1 day, 70. So I just had a nosebleed, and so I thought to myself, oh my god, because that's an indicator of a stroke or like a heart attack, and so that's why I went downstairs to take my blood pressure in to make sure that I was okay. And I checked my nose and I found it was actually I was just picking at my nose the wrong way, and it seems like I'm fine. So that's the reason why.
Is he like saying that he picks his nose there, like so aggressively that he got a nosebleed? Or did I mishear him?
Make sure that I was okay. And I checked my nose and I found it was actually I was just picking at my nose the wrong way, and it seems like I'm fine. Uh,
Okay, yeah, that sounds like what he was saying. Okay, but either way, his anxiety is so bad that even he picks his nose like that, he thought for sure it was like a heart attack or stress related, not just that he picks his nose very aggressively. I don't know. I'm not going to read too much into that because that just was bizarre. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying there.
so that's the reason why. Um, and I've been exercising every day now, and I've changed what I was eating too already, and I'm probably gonna have to schedule an appointment with my doctor about this to make sure that I'm okay.
Is it for real that he basically eats like a $2 steak every day for one of his meals? I could see, yeah, you need to change your diet.
Because it was really weird that I had like that feeling.
That's probably just a me.
Um, that's heart attack level. Yeah, it is. But I just checked it. It's not anywhere near that. It's like 135, which is like that's not great, but it's not also like worrisome. Right, 135 is still high. Panic attack, yeah, cardio will help for this. Yeah, and that's exactly what I've been doing. And so that's the reason actually why I've been doing shorter streams. I don't really want to talk about it a lot. Um just give me a second. My dad's calling me. Hello? Hey. Yeah. Can you just let me do this? Like I'm like I'll talk to you later. I
So did his dad call him to say don't do this on stream or something like that? Or is it unrelated?
I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff because it just I think it invites a lot of like parasocial stuff. But, you know, since I've had to end stream early a few days and like it's still fucking with my head. Like oh god. Oh Jesus. Yeah, and so that's really it. You start eating healthier, it's catching up to you, bro. I think it's honestly stress more than anything else. Like it's really just stress.
I don't know. It looks like maybe it's not as bad as it has been at other times, but like this guy needs to needs to like do the basics. He needs to be cleaning his room and getting dressed in actual clothes every day and showering and that sort of stuff, eating real food rather than stress. I like I'm sorry, maybe he does have some crazy thing going on that no normal people ever have to deal with. I just don't think that's the case. You know, not to say that what he's dealing with isn't significant or anything like that, but I just doubt it's above what anybody else has to deal with at some point in their life. So, you know, given that he has this job where he makes crazy money and can do his own hours and all that sort of stuff, I really think he should be looking at the like straight up Jordan Peterson clean your room type of stuff. I used to work in an office and then we did the whole quarantine thing and everybody had to work from home and a decent chunk of my coworkers did not take to it well at all. They're like, "We hate this. It's depressing or whatever." But then they also don't want to turn on their cameras in meetings or whatever because they're in their pajamas and they're not showering and stuff. It's like, well, yeah, of course you're gonna feel depressed if you're just rolling out of bed, staying in your pajamas, working like this and stuff like that. Like, yeah, you gotta get up and be a full person every day, or else you're gonna be depressed and anxious and have this, you know, weird feeling in the pit of your stomach, like you have a homework assignment you forgot about that's due in the morning or something like that, you know? Yeah, I think that's what he should be looking at, not just saying that it's stress. But I mean, if at the very least, if he's doing exercise and that sort of thing, he's doing some of the right things. But I don't think he should be blaming stress.
And it's a lack of exercise. And so I'm going to exercise and stress out and try to be stressed out less. Like, cause it was weird that stress is an insidious killer. I know. Could be hypertension. It is. Yeah. And so, that's been the position that I've been in. And, yeah, I've been trying to just be on and, you know, stream as much as I can and everything. And, you know, say, fuck it. It's fine. But, I don't want to kill myself. Right. Which is weird. Right. Because like I've tried very hard to like kind of move away from like being afraid of like dying and like all that stuff. But man, that day I realized that like, holy fuck, like I
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a somewhat normal thing that people have a fear of dying, but I mean, before, that's like, did you just? I thought he was like an atheist guy or whatever, so he didn't figure this out yet? How to deal with the idea of not existing or what? I don't even know what it is about dying that would bother him.
was scared, man. I really was. And so I ordered protein bars and you know, we're drinking water now in between soda and we've got to make some improvements. That's it. And so that's where we're at. That's pretty much about it. So I don't want to talk about it a whole lot more and or anything like that. It's whatever. Open a Gatorade. I actually did get Gatorade. I got Gatorade as well. Yep, there we go. And yeah, I'm going to change my diet and eat a little bit differently because I don't want to have to go on medication. I think that the first thing, people that go on medication die, in my opinion. Like
People that don't go on medication die too. It's actually pretty much everybody dies. A couple people survive, but not many.
I think that like there's all these times like I know people that are like younger than me and they have 5 different medications. That's terrifying, absolutely fucking terrifying. And so I want to do whatever I can to like be able to like overcome it physically myself. I think that the human body
That's good. But he's not looking to take a cheat code that way.
is made to last. It's made to endure. And I'm 34, right? And so like it's going to be a while, right?
34.
I've been alive for a while, and a lot of my friends have already had a lot of issues, and so I think it's the stress, and I've been like not getting a lot of sleep in a lot of days too with like anxiety, and so
Yeah, but what's causing the stress and the anxiety? It doesn't just come from nowhere. And that's where I'm saying you gotta get up, make your shower, get dressed, have good sleep hours, that sort of thing. And then if you do that and you still have stress and you still have anxiety, then then maybe there's something more to that. But for a lot of people, that will get rid of the off feeling in their stomach.
yeah, that's what it is. And so there you go. And streaming stressful. I want to make you guys understand this. Okay.
And I mean, again, I don't know if he's still like this. This because this is what I know of Asmongold. That's why I say this. I'm not trying to be like everybody needs to clean their room and that sort of thing or whatever. But just like I don't know how you don't have stress or anxiety when you have this going on. Like that's just I mean, that's stress inducing. Look at it. It is. It is. And then I was checking out this video here.
Supposed to show? Oh, I'm chilling. All right. Look. Yeah, it's that is that. I think it's clean, man. So like, obviously you got.
He thinks this is a year ago. This is more recent than that picture, but he's saying this is clean. This is nice. This is what you should strive for.
I mean, like this is food from like this is literally 2 days worth of food. I mean, like yeah, I didn't clean it today, but I mean, this is I'd say
2 day. That's animalistic. You- How far away is the sink? Several days journey? I don't know how you justify multiple days of dishes.
pretty fucking good. Am I crazy? Yeah, this is clean to
Yeah.
me. Cody is sleeping on the sofa, so I mean that's dirty, but that's just because he slept there last night, right? I mean, like that's not a thing at all. And so yeah, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, and in this one he has people over, like guests, and he's just still in his pajamas and stuff. Like even when he has guests over, he can't put real pants on. That's why I'm going so hard with the clean your room, shower, get dressed sort of stuff.
This is the least stressful part of my day. I love streaming. I love doing it. It's not your fault. It has nothing to do with the stream. Obviously, chatters can be annoying. Of course, of course. But that's not the real reason, okay, guys? It's really not. I wish it was the reason because it would make it so fucking easy to solve. I would just stream less. So yeah. So good to hear that. Yeah, no, I'm okay. And so I just want to let you guys know. And I've already been making improvements for a few days, and I've already seen a tremendous decline.
Ooh, okay. So we're a few days in, and he's already telling people about his progress. That is usually a little bit of a red flag. Uh, the people that I see make changes tend to just make changes, and you kind of have to ask them about it to get them to tell you about it. But if somebody's a couple days into making changes and they wanna report about that, that concerns me a little bit. Not to say, he won't be successful or he can't be, but yeah, a little bit of a red flag to me.
Decline and like those like high spike blood pressure stuff. And like going down today, like just a few minutes ago, it was lower than it pretty much ever has been. And that was like in the middle of my stream, in the middle of discussing all of this stuff, right? And so I do think that I've already made a tremendous amount of improvement, and I hope that I keep making more improvements. And that's what I'm going to keep trying to do. Yeah, so that's about it. I think it's sugar in a soda. Yeah, I really don't want to have to stop drinking soda. I really love soda, but
Are you really that attached to it though? Most the time, if you have like one soda, that that's all the sugar that you're supposed to have for the day. And then if you're drinking diet soda or whatever, I mean, if it tastes like sugar, smells like sugar, how different can it really be from sugar? It might be, better for you than sugar, but I just don't believe that any of that stuff is significantly better. Just stop, yeah, just get rid of the soda. Just drink water.
I probably will have to cut back on it. I will. At least until I can get the
So the way he says it, it sounds like he's not even cutting back on soda yet. He'll have to cut back on soda.
stress in my life down, right? It's like, how do you get to 100%, right? Because like I think that I can deal with like, if I didn't have any other stress factors, I feel like I'd feel fine. But I have like all these other things going on, and so it's like it's just too many things take you over the edge. You can get type 2 and be skinny. Oh, diabetes? No, that's not really the issue at all. What was that? Lindsay can't breathe? No, I can breathe fine. It's not an issue. But I also have an issue with like my chest, where like my chest is like massively caved in, and because it's like massively caved in, there's an issue where it can affect your heart wall, and so I might have to have surgery for that. I don't know if that's something that I'm going to have to do like now, but at a certain point, probably in my life, I will have to do that. Holy shit! Yeah, no, they literally like fucking move your arm. Yeah, pectus excavatum or excavum or something like that. Yeah, that's it. Can you breathe? I can. And I went for a walk yesterday. I walked like maybe a mile or something like that, and like I don't know, I'd say it's like 10-15 minutes. So like a pretty fast walk. And at the end of it I felt totally like fine and good. And so yeah, I'll
Yeah, you should be able to walk for 10 to 15 minutes and be fine.
just keep doing that and just do another walk after. Actually probably wasn't a mile. It was like 0.7 of a mile. Yeah, 0.7.
Okay, you definitely weren't walking fast then. 15 minutes to walk 3/4 of a mile. That's pretty average, maybe even.
But can you eat cereal from it? Maybe, I don't know. Inevitable medical stuff? I don't believe that. I mean, to be honest, like I see myself feeling sick or, not perfect, and I'm disgusted by it because
What? You're not disgusted by old containers of food and sody pop?
growing up, I never would get sick. I would never like have any problem. Like again, I broke my tooth out so I could raid lead the Lich King, right? Like I've been able to just power through everything. And so if I'm not feeling good, it makes me very insecure, to be honest. It makes me extremely insecure. And so yeah, because it's like for me growing up, like it was always an advantage that I had, that I would never get sick, I would never get tired, I wouldn't get like stressed out, or like I would get stressed out, but like
So age? I mean, that just sounds so like age, yeah. I don't know. Well, age and then also the stress of, I mean, whatever you got going on in your personal life, but also the clean your room stuff.
it wouldn't be the same way as other people would, and I could always like outwork or like outperform somebody, and like feeling like I'm losing that is very upsetting. And so yeah, I just need to dial things back a little bit. I don't want to talk a little any more about it. Let's move on.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I don't know what any of the personal life stuff that he has going on, but I just would be surprised if it's really above and beyond stuff that other people, regular people have to deal with in their personal life. So, I don't know. Maybe you want to say that's where all your stress comes from, but that also does seem like he's addressing, the eating right and the exercise and sort of thing, and maybe the cleaning the room. I couldn't tell for sure from that, but it did seem like even over the years, at least he seems like he's definitely not at this level anymore from what I've seen. But this is, not great. Especially because it is food stuff. If it was just clutter, regular mess. You got like I don't know, dog toys and I don't know, blankets and stuff from the guy sleeping over or whatever, that sort of stuff. That is a little bit more understandable, but to be keeping food and stuff out like that just brings bugs and pests, and that to me just reeks of what a depressed person does. You know, not to say it necessarily means that absolutely or whatever, but that's just what it says to me. So I would say you gotta completely knock that stuff out. If you do all the clean your room stuff and you still have an inordinate amount of stress from whatever you got going on in your personal life or whatever it is, then fair enough. But when you're at the level of mess that I just see in Asmongold's background, just the stuff that he's comfortable showing the world, it makes me think that, yeah, he's not really taking care of all of that stuff. And not to say like he needs to shut up about his stress or anything like that. I just think that's more so what he needs to be looking at to solve his problems rather than saying that his stress is coming from whatever he has going on in his personal life. It definitely contributes to it, but I think the fact that he has a lot of basic things he needs to address that amplifies the stress that he's feeling from whatever he has going on.